That's how I know I'm not ready to retire. Shit like that, you're like, I would be miserable around the house.
I have not seen you not eat, and I've been here like 25 minutes.
I've been eating between stuff.
I've
been coaching.
This is meal 5.
No, I'm still working on the same meal. I'm just trying to be a good.
You're eating all your sides individually.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I start with? Some chicken, sweet potatoes. And I went to some garlic bread or something. It was good.
Have you had Nando's before?
No, it's incredible. Petition to get it in the States.
It is nice.
I'm very good.
How are you?
Hanging out. How are you?
Good. I watched your buttery games this morning.
You like my brief?
Yeah.
That was good, right?
Were you supposed to be doing it and didn't do it, or?
I was just hanging out. I didn't have a team.
Oh, okay.
I just went and hung out. All my friends were there, so.
Yeah. It was cool. I like it.
It's fun. I'm gonna do something with them in like 3 weeks because they live an hour from my parents.
They're gonna go and record. Okay, that's good. That's good.
I can't spoil it, but it's gonna be funny. It'll be good.
Cool. Where do you live?
I live in Jacksonville, Florida.
Where your parents live?
In Utah.
Okay. Oh, so you'd be home for holidays or whatever.
Holidays.
Okay. Have you still got is there a setup at home that you used to have when you were a teenager? Have you still? Is all that shit still there?
Not all of it, but there's when Micah.
Yeah.
He came just to hang out when I was there after the games, and we got some content in there. It's the window has halfway erased goals from 2018. It's win the 2017 CrossFit Games, or a 250 snatch or something, a bunch of old stuff, and it's it'll be cool. I don't know when we're gonna use it, but we have it. So
when you win the games, I guess. It's really logical.
Next year.
You're doing this on Wadapalooza?
Yeah. Just
on
team.
Your own team. Who are you doing that with?
Jason and Ricky.
Right.
Trying to put together a winning team. Team tier.
I feel like Jason and Ricky will be an interesting dynamic to watch unfold.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah. How's Ricky with kids? Does he get on well with children? That's how I felt when I was around Jason for a weekend. I was like, he is a 5-year-old.
Oh, because you and me were in Crash?
Yeah.
He is a 5-year-old.
He was playing slaps with Taylor, and Taylor was not playing slaps. He just was slapping him.
Yeah, he slapped me on the way over here.
Oh, at least that.
No, well, this because Jason got us. Well, our team did great. We took 3 out of the top 4 spots.
That's what the whole weekend is about. How did it go in comparison to how you expected it to go? Was it harder than you thought it was going to be? Easier?
My legs blew up more. I should have just sat on the machine and she should have ran longer.
Yeah, someone else told me, interestingly, the complete opposite of what you were saying. They said, well, the advice is to stay on the runner as long as possible. And I was like, well, that's interesting.
Yeah, that's not what I figured. I don't think it really hurt us on the ski part because we were running pretty quick and then I just launched the belt. There was nothing against that. So, and the belt would keep going until Danielle got on. So I don't think it was a problem there, but we did transition a little more. And I think I went out. We said we were going to go out hot, but I couldn't bring it back down on the rower enough. I mean, we still were 3rd, so.
Yeah, not bad. What's tomorrow?
Tomorrow's the, what's first? I think it's a worm lunge, muscle up, overhead squat.
Worm, is it?
Yeah.
Have you much experience with a worm?
3 person.
Yeah. What was your memories of that? Fond or not fond?
Oh, we won the competition.
Okay.
We were pretty good at the worm. That's when we won.
So you're saying that if your team doesn't win the event, it's the other 3 teammates.
Yeah, so I'll choose which 2, add it together,
Yeah.
and then the other 3, it's on them.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Team player.
Really?
You're
yeah.
really leaning into this team.
Really
dynamic. So why
If
you not captain?
I am, I'm just like whispering in Danielle's ear what we should do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I'll handle this.
So, but like if it goes bad, it definitely probably was Danielle. I planned it.
It's kind of like a captain lieutenant thing.
Yeah.
So if it goes well, you deserve all the credit. If it goes
Exactly.
badly, she gets all the blame. Exactly. Yeah. That's how all good teams function, I think.
How did you land on this side of Birmingham and not blue?
Like Birmingham City,
Yeah.
because this is what they had in stock, and they're a better team. Let's be real.
First bet.
Yeah.
It's cool. I
But-
like the first bet.
Oh fuck, dog. Sketchy. He wants camera time, so if you could just point
I
it.
wish that was a individual event.
Yeah, you literally hate it.
I watched your Buttery Bros Buttery games.
Dude, gotta put on a character face for the theater.
Congratulations, because you genuinely made it. JR texted me and was like, if you watch this, tell me if it's actually good or if it's Jason saying it's good. So I sat down and watched this morning. I was like, Jason's by far away the best thing about this. I said to Dallin, usually if someone gets a lot of camera time, it's because like there's probably not much else going on.
That was a good time.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Do you like doing stuff like this?
It's my first time.
But like
It was
these
a good
kind of not actual real serious
Yeah.
competition stuff?
When I do
but
we did team last year at Whatappalooza. That was a good time. Pretty laid back, pretty chill. Not much nerves.
Yeah.
So it's always fun doing comps like that.
how are you feeling about you got the worm tomorrow, right?
We did. I don't know how that's gonna go. We didn't even know how that was gonna go. So should be fun.
Yeah. I feel like you might be exposed more. One might be exposed more on a worm than they will be on swapping machines and stuff.
Yeah, but we're gonna be on. It's not gonna be like that much. That's set up. So we'll have the whole team. So
Yeah,
there's 6 of us. I can hide in there. Okay. Yeah. So if I mess up, then you blame it on Dallin.
Just point it down. Yeah.
Dallin, what are you doing?
God damn it, Dallin. Yeah. That's your phrase for tomorrow. Get a T-shirt.
Damn it, Dallin.
Yeah. That's funny.
But hey, whoever watched the Buttery Bros episode, it's all theater. Someone's got to be the villain. Someone's got to play the character.
That's promoting another channel, so I'm just gonna cut that bit out.
It was harder than I expected because we kind of went hard the whole time. There was no place where it's like, okay, I'll recover on the rower, recover on the run. I was breathing heavy, and I haven't worked out. Don't tell anybody. I haven't worked out in 3 days.
Bro, she drank a beer.
Don't tell my team until we win. Then tell them. Then it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
And never tell them if you don't win.
Yeah, because then they'll be like, it was Ariel's fault.
Yeah. Have one beer. How do you like this team stuff?
The workouts are very confusing for me.
Yeah.
So it's like, just walk me through what I need to do and I'll do it.
Just take me by the hand.
Yeah, but I really
Put me
like
sitting on the bike and tell me how long to go for.
slap me off when it's
Yeah,
over. I really like our team though. Think of all our teams we have the best.
You kind of have to say that though.
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Who's your captain?
DB,
Oh, you're on Dallin's team too. Oh, okay.
you know we have the best team then.
bro.
So we better win.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. If we win, of course we did. If we don't, it's like, oh.
Yeah. I'll just teach you. I teach everything. You can't do teach, so I teach everything.
Nice.
Maths, can't do it, but I teach it. You only have to know it to a 12-year-old's level, so it's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I can teach basketball to a 12-year-old's level. Have you used a worm before?
Just now.
It's the first time.
First time.
Okay. How do you feel about it?
Oh, great. Have fun. It's an invitational.
Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Do you rather this compared to yesterday? Say where yesterday it was like you and Tori.
I like it.
Now it's all
with
together.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it feels like yesterday I feel like I was competing against my own team.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I want to beat Dallin.
And Dallin said the same thing. So you were actually competing against her.
Yeah. Like I saw him, I was like, I'm going against him right now.
1 second faster.
Yeah, 1 second faster.
So we go drop
Yeah.
and go every
It was really me and Brent.
we're gonna try to touch go. Jen.
He wouldn't get off the bike. I was like looking at him. I was like, bro, switch partners. I want to go against him.
When you got off the bike, were you already like pre-recovered?
Yeah, I was chilling.
Yeah. I kind of expected that. You weren't even tired after
I mean, I wasn't like fresh.
You weren't fresh, but you also weren't,
Yeah, I wasn't like Dead.
Dead, yeah. You ready to go finish the
Ready to
ride?
go. Well, they're still talking about it. I should probably be in this conversation.
You go back there like, so that's the plan. What?
Yeah. I'm gonna go out there and be like, hey, what are we doing? Do your job. Just be better than the person next to you.
So still compete against your team. Okay,
Yeah,
got it.
because what happens when you hold your partner to a standard, you're going to want to keep that standard as well. And so we're just competing together, but we're climbing at the
What's
same
that
time.
about sinking ships? All rise?
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't think it's sinking shit.
No, it's all
Rising tide.
all right.
Raise all this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All sinking ships, right?
Missing everything.
They changed everything while we were talking.
So we were doing 6 clean trips. Holding, person goes to the rope climb. We move after the 6. They leave, do the rope climb. As soon as they hit on the 3rd, we're dropping. We wait. However long this person needs to do more clean and jerks, that's how long it takes them to transition. If you need more time, you walk. If you're good, you run. I think we're all going to be just fine.
Is that what you missed?
Yeah, that's what we missed. And he talked way too fast just then for me to hear all of it. All right, so say it again a little slower.
Pick up the worm.
Yeah.
6
All right, hold on,
times.
let me process that.
Explain it to me like I'm a 4-year-old.
Okay.
Okay,
I
pick
got
up
that.
the big long thing.
What's going on?
They're getting briefed for the handstand walk event
Why are you saying they?
because only 5 people are doing it, and I'm stepping out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm actually super thankful because originally it was only supposed to be like 2 people doing it, and then they switched it to 6. But I have a bone bruise in my wrist, so like I can do it, but it just
You'd rather not.
I'd rather not.
Who else isn't? Jason isn't doing it?
Jason's not doing it. I don't know who from the other team. I think Emma, maybe, or somebody. But yeah, I just feel like it's not worth it. This is a showcase. There's nothing but pride on the line. No, I mean in the sense of like, it's not worth it to get hurt for.
Yeah, no, I take your point.
But it's a cool event. It'll be fun. I wish I could.
How'd you like that last one?
I love like this rope climb, so it was fun. And it was cool. I didn't think our team would win, so it was fun to pull it out.
Who's the captain on your team?
Ella Wagner.
Okay. And you have Velner.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's probably handy having like a very experienced head
Yeah.
around.
He was like our team captain for sure. He's great.
3 pirouettes in. So every 6-meter increment, it sounds like needs to be unbroken. So this, I think there's 3 pirouettes are in a 6-meter stretch.
Yeah.
So you have to do all 3 along the 6 meters to finish.
Love it.
And so then, like, it seems as though the location of the pirouette is more like just fucking do them, kind of. It's like there will be green lines.
You're doing this. Are you confident in what you're doing or confused?
In the movement or in what or how many I'm doing?
In the expectation of the workout.
I think now I understand, but I was keeping quiet to not look like an idiot. After Pat gave it straight, I was just like, okay, I will show my understanding, but maybe not have it.
I feel like you're in the same boat as pretty much everybody else, apart from maybe Brent and Pat.
Well, I think they helped change it, so they're going to understand it more. Yeah.
Blow my eyes up.
How are you?
Good. Sweaty.
Your eyes are red.
I know. Yeah. I did popped some blood vessels doing some handstand stuff before I got here, and for like the first couple of days, all my eyes were red, and they got like a little eye cold.
Skin. I got really blotchy skin.
Blotchy skin?
Yeah, like my skin bruises. I got like red.
No, I don't get that, but I had my eyes like popped some blood vessels, and they got all like,
red.
I don't know if I caught like an eye cold after that or some sort. But
Eye cold.
I don't know. I had like, it was just like drooping all like night. So when I woke up in the morning, they were like stuck together from all the goop. Yeah, it was a mess.
I saw you yesterday
you're having food, Dallin had food, and like you finish his food. Obviously, there's a sense of safety there because you're probably thinking, well, if Dallin ate it, it's okay.
Yeah,
but
right.
like I assume that's what you have to be really careful with at stuff like this, not to just pick up a random water bottle. Or,
Yeah, you definitely. Water bottles definitely. If you set it down and forget about it, you go and just get a new one.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just told that. I mean, not thinking ill on anybody. Just, I mean, it's just
it's not worth the risk.
not
really.
worth the risk. Yeah. So yeah, if you walk away from your water bottle too far, then it's just like,
Yeah.
get a new one. It's fine.
Does it? When you see stuff like an athlete testing positive and it comes up in news and stuff, are you angered by that? Or are you like, just it's part of the sport?
No, you're.
Sorry.
He was gonna save me.
Are you like, it's just part of the sport, it is what it is, people are going to cheat, or are you like, does it annoy you, or do you just ignore it?
I mean, every sport that there's gonna be people that take roids and stuff. Like there's always performance enhancers. Every sport going all the way back, there's always people trying to get an edge. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, it's annoying. Like don't try to compete with natural when you're not natural. You know what I mean? Like that's just basic. Like you should just follow that. But I mean,
what about stuff that's like not banned but like morally questionable? You know, like you can get like peptides and stuff that are okay and won't show up or won't, that kind of stuff.
No, I think anything like that is getting an edge for sure. Okay. I think if you're taking peptides, or you're taking anything to boost your recovery, or in your head that it's giving you that faster recovery and stuff, like, and that people would frown upon it, like you just know if you're taking that stuff.
What if someone?
And if you claim you don't, you're lying.
What if someone in because you own an affiliate, right, or operate an affiliate? Well, if you heard this is someone in your gym, would you be like, you're out, or would you be like, if you're not competing, I don't care?
If you're not competing, whatever. You know what I mean? Like I got buddies that they go and they do bodybuilding shows. They're on juice, they're on roids.
What?
Like, yeah, for sure, right? Like, I mean, that's what you have to do for that sport. You know what I mean? Like, and that's allowed in that sport. But yeah, if somebody wants to just do it just to get strong, get fit. Like I know people that have told me that they've done roids in the past and stuff, and no, I don't think ill of them. In terms of like fitness, they still got to work hard, they still got to eat healthy, they still got to train properly, they still got to do all that stuff. But the moment you sign up for a competition that you're not supposed to be taking stuff for, then that's bullshit. Yeah.
Would you ever be tempted by anything like that?
Would I be? No.
Tempted?
No.
Because it's been...
No, I've achieved my goals that I've wanted naturally. You know what I mean? Like I went to the games. I made it to the games, and like there was a point where I thought that, man, there must be a lot of people taking. You know what I mean? Because it's like, but
it's just dialing in those last couple of things.
It's just like you don't know what you don't know too. And like in terms of training, the first 3 years of training, like I thought I was working hard, but now where I'm at now, it's like, oh, now I'm working hard, but now I'm working smarter too. You know what I mean? And there's a lot more on the mindset thing that goes into it than people give credit for. So like, yeah, like at one point, like I've never been tempted to take steroids at all, but like there was a point where I thought that a lot of the top guys were taking it. You know what I mean? And now I just know that's not the case. Yeah. The people that take it are the ones that are getting caught. Usually are the people that aren't at the top that are like I was back in the day, where I would think that everybody at the top was. You know, those are the people. Yeah, it's the only way to do it is if you're on juice, and it's like, no, you're just not patient enough, or you're not consistent enough, or you're not taking the time to do all those extra things to get to the top.
Does a workout like that freak you out a bit after the games?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been drilling handstand walking, but it's always in the back of your mind.
And because you were the last female out there, does that compound it then? Is it like...
No, because I know my company and I know I'm with some of the best in the world at what they're doing, so I have to take that into account. And with something like that, I know that, I'm putting the work in, and just to trust that, and seeing, me be able to do 3 pirouettes at the end there, I think that actually helps my confidence with the handstand walking. So backwards is new, something I think I've done once in practice, just doing a box, but so that was thrown at me, and I mean thrown at all of us. And, I'm sure I'll be working on that now too.
That's always cool to hear the crowd go crazy.
Yeah.
When it's specifically just for you as well.
Yeah, and I know that, you know, it's people who know me know what happened at the game, so it's just nice to feel that support.
Yeah. Half my team, the other half is about to go.
Oh, only half are doing this workout?
Yeah, exactly.
And is the same true for the next workout?
Yep. The guys that are going now aren't going again. I think they couldn't. No one is. I'm not sure if you're allowed or not. But definitely teams of 3 now for the next 2 events. Yeah.
So do you view this as you being cut?
No. I actually quite the opposite.
You quit?
I told the team that I want to do this next one instead.
Okay.
At that time, we didn't know all the details, and it's going to be more painful than I had thought.
Oh, so you thought you were taking the
either way,
slightly easy road?
Either way, it's a better workout for me, but we thought that there was going to be only 1 pull-up bar, so I could really go on the rower and thrusters and then watch my team do 40 pull-ups and 30 chest bar, but I got to go straight through, so
Jack was going to do the bike, and then he wanted to trade me for Jackie.
Yeah, I think he didn't understand what Jackie was when he made that trade.
They didn't really tell us until we kept trying to get them to like just get the full description and elaborate on what the floor setup and the flow was. And we kept getting like, well, we'll tell you like next thing. So everybody was making their teams, and we didn't have all the information. And I feel like we came into the like warm-up room, and they were like, we need your pairings for these workouts. And we gave our pairings, and then they gave us the full flow. And there was a little bit of like, I wish I didn't make that trade.
Yeah.
So I think he's happy with that. He wanted to do like something short, a little bit squatty. I didn't feel like squatting. I'm sure he didn't. Nobody feels like ripping a bike like that. You know, and the trade went well. Like we held it up. We did fine. So it's gonna be fun to watch those guys go for it. I'm excited to see what they do.
Do you feel like an onus of responsibility when you're like say paired with someone like Jack? Even when it's something like this, when it's just kind of like not just fun, but like it's more fun than a regular competition. It's less pressure than a regular competition. When you're with someone like him as I can't even refer an elder statesman in the sport. Do you feel any kind of
mentor?
Mentor.
I think it's fun when like again, this is a team thing. We're not competing against each other. So like it's worth it for us to be successful in another event. So it is fun, you know, guys that have been around for a long time, you know, me and Brent and people like Thury who've been competing a long time. There's a lot of experience that comes with that. And being able to just be like, hey, for what it's worth, here's what I see. And I don't know, like everybody's coming to the floor with different tools. Like Jack will squat circles around me. I know that. But like, so you see different things, and it's like, hey, look, for what it's worth, when I look at this workout, this is where I see the sticky points. This looks trappy. This looks like where you can run with it, or where you're gonna gain your time if you're gonna try to win it. And you know, everybody sees different things, so having different eyes on it helps. You'd be like, oh, you're right, like I didn't really consider that. Oh, this is a 3-person relay. You know, I think no shifting's gonna happen, say in the last leg. So you've got to bank time in the early parts, put your best people there. I don't know, whatever it is. Like, so you just get to kind of share knowledge like that, and everybody sees something a little different.
And hope they forget it by August.
Well, it's just, you know, it helps the sport grow. I don't mind doing it for another good Canadian kid. But I think it is just like, it doesn't really always matter. Like I said, what I see isn't necessarily what's beneficial for him, but you can give it like, hey, for what it's worth, you can consider this, take it or leave it. If it was me doing leg 2 of Jackie, this is how I would do it. But, you know, do whatever you think is going to get you the fastest time, because that's what the team needs, right?
I'll knock you for it after.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. I'm excited to see it. That's a bit of a shoot out of the cannon workout. This was a bit more of like a little bit slower, grindy one. A bit more, I think this one was a bit more mental than Jackie will be. I think Jackie, you just grip it and rip it.
And is this your initial bow at the CrossFit Games was on a team, and you've done the invitation a couple of times as well. Is this anyway indicative of what's to come for you after you finish with individual, or do you think when you finish with individual you're just like, all right, I'm done?
I don't know, that's hard to say. I always kind of I don't want to look too closely at it because I worry sometimes I'll like what I see. And then you start getting a bit complacent, you know, there's options. So as long as I'm committed to being an individual, I don't want to think too much about it. I think at the end of the day, if that were to be something I'd consider, I would have a hard time with like the super team thing, with what the rules currently are. Just because I'm not interested in traveling that much. Like I've got another baby on the way, I'm moving, I'm doing a bunch of things. My personal life is getting too full to gallivant around the world doing CrossFit well into my 30s. It's
So
like,
people want you, they have to come to you. Is what you're saying.
kind of. Or I need like, you know, maybe I'm gonna move close to some guys like Paul Tremblay. Maybe I can revive him back into the game. But I think it's just, I might do it for events like this, like the Wadapaloozas, the competitions where you make those elite teams of 3 or fun teams, that stuff for sure. But to compete in the game season, the onus is too high right now. I don't think it's something I could shoulder for.
What?
What's the plan?
Huh?
What's the plan for this?
I'm not doing this.
What are you doing now then?
I'm trying to warm up my wrist.
For what?
Got hurt wrist.
You're not doing it?
We got overhead squats later.
Oh, okay. How'd you hurt your wrist?
Too much handstand walking. Seeing if I can do this overhead squat without a finger or a thumb around.
Let's see how much I trust you.
Huh?
Let's see how much I trust you.
Trust me. Problem is, can I squat this narrow?
Yeah.
Do one step forward where this bar comes down.
Yesterday, the handstand workout.
Yeah.
That was fucking impressive.
Thanks, man.
It was a very un-Brent-like performance. I think.
Yeah, I might be the heaviest guy.
Yeah.
We're the heaviest guy to win a handstand walk workout.
What are you now?
I'm like 100 kilo,
Okay,
like
yeah.
222.
Yeah. He got like 7 pounds on Nick Matthew because he literally just told me his weight like 2 minutes ago.
Oh, he's chonk right now. He said he's been bulking. Yeah, no, I mean, I was happy with that. I've been working on my handstands, just trying to get my hands narrower. Honestly, I've been watching Danielle Brandon's videos and like trying to emulate what she does because she's clearly doing something right.
Yeah.
And she's very stacked, and her hands are so narrow. And then she bends at the knee, but basically from the knee to the wrist is just like perfectly straight. So I've been trying to do more of that in training.
She's got some tattoos too, so.
Yeah, I need some of those. That must be part of
and
it.
a schnauzer.
Yeah.
And
her nose isn't that big.
this is obviously an exhibition, and it's like fun, and it's, you know, like not as maybe serious. But from watching you at all the workouts, you don't seem to really have that in you to just be like, oh, it's just whatever.
I mean, I'm definitely much more relaxed back here.
Yeah.
Like warming up, I'm like, feels good, let's get it. And once you get going,
instinct.
It's just instinct, right? It's kind of just kicks in. And like I was saying to my teammates in this workout, I'm like, you know, get a good time. But if you want to, like, take a risk, like grab a bar before you think you're ready. And if you fail, like, we're not going to be mad at you. It's a good time in a high pressure scenario to maybe try some new things. Like, you know, in Isabel, I'm going to go for it.
Yeah.
And if my grip explodes and the bar flies in front of me, I'm just going to be like, whatever.
Yeah.
Whereas if that was semis or the games, my grip's going, I might be like, okay, like drop it real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To save those seconds, kind of. But no, I mean, when I'm out there, it's like, and I think that's what people want to see. You know, they want to.
A chuck it and see scenario, yeah.
Yeah, they want to see me go hard. They want to see like, oh, that's the Brent I've seen on TV. You know.
I want to run something by you. So I don't know if you saw Chase Ingram start a new show, and it's like a hypothetical scenario.
Okay.
So he has he's done last year's Open and quarterfinals.
Yeah.
As a weekly, he did it all in one because it's already happened, but his plan for next year is to do it week by week, 15-minute show, and he's going to use the DeHaan method, allocate one spot to each region, and then use the DeHaan method after Open workout 1 to allocate spots to each region, and then it'll change after workout 2 and workout 3 and
like
quarterfinals
for
1.
the games or for semis?
For semis. So so he actually did it. It was actually pretty close on last year. I think there was one less spot in America West and one more spot in Oceania or something,
Yeah.
based off his method. But I was curious what you thought of that, like a way to make, for the world, say, to make like the open and quarters like, oh shit, like this has a big impact on.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ways to slice and dice it. I think at the end of the day, what we really need is a world rank that's accurate.
Yeah.
You know, you see it in tennis, where when you say, oh, I'm the world rank number 3, that has a lot of meaning. And in our sport, we don't have an accurate world rank. Usually it's like, what'd you do at the games?
Yeah.
It's kind of our world rank, right? Which is fine, but it should take into account more data points. And if you had an accurate world rank, where, you know, an experienced athlete or fan could look at it and say that's pretty much where people belong. If you had that, it solved the problem. But, so I haven't dug into what he's done. I mean, that might work better than what they have now.
It's more of a real-time version of what they're doing.
Right, yeah, because the other one's in on a 2-year delay, right?
Like even he had a hypothetical where there was a guy in South America would have gotten an extra place.
Oh wow!
Had this guy pushed himself in, like maybe redone quarterfinal last workout, and like he was like, you could get a media team down there to be like, dude, you're in 102nd in the worldwide rankings. If you can get up into the top 100, America gets second space or gets third space.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, I'm always open for, like, you know, in our sport, there's sometimes a hesitancy to like resist change. Oh, every year the sport changes.
Yeah.
But I think, you know, like, it's good to have change as long as it's in like a very specific, if it has like there's a very specific long-term goal, and this is a piece in that direction, and there's good reason to do it. Because even the NBA, like they added the in-season tournament, the play-in tournament for the playoffs. You know, they're doing new things in a sport that has legacy of 60 years, and a lot of those things are working.
Yeah.
So it's like, I think you shouldn't be afraid. They changed things in gymnastics. They changed a huge rule when I played volleyball on net violation, because they thought it was a good idea and they pushed it in the right direction. So I'm not afraid of change as long as it's well communicated and it's clearly towards, you know, like an end goal that's like, this is where we want it to go. You know, we're looking for growth, we're looking for professionalization, we're looking for standardization, we're looking for organization, we're looking for a combination of the best people in the world making the games along with representation from each continent. You know, like you have to have these like core principles at heart, and then if the new rules are serving that, then it's like, hell yeah, try it out.
I think we're 6 or 7 working in the company now. So we have me and 2 other coaches. We have like a person that's in charge of the back office. We have a marketer. We have like an art director, which is like a visual identity kind of person.
Yeah.
But I think that the way we struggle to compete with them is especially just from a recruiting process. We don't like to recruit athletes. We hope that if we do a good job of that, we'll get the right people in, and so I think we'll always be behind perhaps them in that sense, because we, like I said, we don't go out and fetch athletes, and we don't pay athletes, and we don't do those things. We hope that the product is, the coaching and the services is good enough to attract the right people.
You said you limited to 4.
Excuse me?
You said you limited to 4 athletes for this year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless I think,
Have you had other outside of that 4? Have you had people you've had to say no to then?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I've said no to a few games athletes.
And is it not hard to be like, 5 is not that much different than 4. 6 isn't too much different than 4.
No.
Is it like loyalty to the original 4 that you're like, I've committed to you?
That's one. And I think like if there was an exceptional opportunity, I can mention a few athletes that if they asked me, I would definitely...
Yeah, you'd blur the line.
I would be able to expand to 5.
Yeah.
You know, it's my first year coaching like properly, full time, and being all in on it. And I think it's a huge job, honestly. It's like if you want to be really good and you want to have a great understanding of endurance, strength, weightlifting, gymnastics, sports psychology, how to put it all together. Like it takes a lot of time to read and understand that. And I'm lucky to have 2 other coaches that I work with, and no shortcuts, because we're all taking different courses at the same time, which allows us to like fast track the knowledge.
Okay.
So they also come to the headquarters in the office every week and work, where we get to, you know, everybody can tell, all right, here's what I learned on my course currently. Here's what I learned. Here's what I learned.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, everybody's like tripling the speed of knowledge. And then we're trying to gather all that knowledge.
Without wanting to use another camp's term, it's basically a think tank.
Yeah, that would be a pretty good term for it. I guess.
Yeah. I wonder is that copyrighted?
They stole it.
Hello, Björgen.
What's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
How you feeling?
I'm sick at the moment.
Oh.
But,
What kind of sick? Like I need to back away sick, or I'm okay sick?
I'm okay sick. Just like sore throat from the travel or something. I don't know. I just started after the first night. But you know, that's why you take paracetamol and a lot of pre-workout, and it's gonna work.
Danielle and Davin did the first workout, and you did the second part. Is that right? So they had like 45 minutes to relax and stuff. And then Cooper told me that both of them were coming back here, and they were like, "Guys, I got loads of time. Like, just relax." They're like, "No, I want to go and hang out with BK."
Oh, really?
Yeah. You're a popular guy, it seems.
Yeah, well,
I can't understand why, but people seem to like you.
Yeah. It's when I'm not behind the, like, honestly, in interviews and stuff, you know, with the language barrier, it's kind of hard to like make that maybe like Icelandic humor, like get over, like translate over to English or whatever that is. But as soon as I feel like comfortable and they know that, yeah, okay, he's not like fluently, my English is fine.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Like, I don't know if you agree on that.
No, I do agree.
I think it's okay. And then, yeah, I get like a little chilled with the guys and just like to hang around and, you know.
I think as well because people assume because you've got that like
like stone cold, like
yeah. So they assume you're real super serious. Then when you make a joke, people are like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's the same thing happened with like Tolan Khan, right?
Yeah.
I mean, or at least they seem to have liked me. Maybe they're lying. I don't know, but yeah. Now, but the camaraderie in the team is also great. The guys are fun. Like I wouldn't, like if they would suck, I would probably not try even to. You know, interact with them.
You might feel sicker if they were...
Yeah, I might feel like, dude, guys, I gotta pull out. And then on my first way back to Iceland. But no, I enjoy it. It's cool. And yeah. Now, after all of these years, it's nice that people are recognizing, like, I'm an okay guy.
It only took 10 years.
Yeah. It only took 10 years.
Am I selling Bitcoin?
What happened to
Oh my God, I know. They think I'm impersonating me.
Okay. So like, it cannot actually be her.
Exactly. I think it was like all the people tagging me yesterday.
Oh, like overactive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a flex.
Has that happened before? Did that happen at the games or anything?
Yeah, it happened before.
It happened in January at Waterloo, all the games.
Literally. And like, I've gotten majorly hacked too, and Instagram still won't verify me. And I've even tried to like buy it, like when they were, and like I still couldn't. Like they were like, no, we can't prove it's you, and I'm like, what the fuck?
It's funny because there's a lot of like fake camps that are like very forward facing and stuff, but you don't seem to push yourself in that same way.
No, we like to fly under the radar.
Why?
So Mammoth is kind of like my side hustle. I have a full-time job outside
What's your full-time job?
I'm a IT development manager for a company in Canada. So
yeah,
busy. Like I'm busy. I just don't have the cycles really to like grow it too much more without bringing other people on to help.
Is there ever a time you think where you'll
working towards it?
Okay.
Yeah, working towards it.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
You shouldn't do that now, no?
Yes and no. There's some reasons why.
Okay.
More so just kind of like family-wise and in terms of like job security and stuff like that. My job's pretty good, so to give that up, I have to make sure things are really aligned.
After this year with both of their finishes, have you had like an influx of people being like, oh hey, I want to work with you, or I want to work with Mammoth?
Yeah, so I've had a number of people inquire about like individual coaching. I made a promise to Emma and Jack that I would never bring on a competitor under my name. I do have like a more generic elite program that I do have a number of people doing, but it's not one-on-one. So yeah, like there was people who reached out, but at the same time, like I've made a commitment to Emma and Jack.
Is it just you?
It's just me.
And is there a part of you that doesn't want to bring anyone, like that wants it to be just you, that doesn't want to have to find someone who aligns with what you think and does the same way you do and stuff?
Yes and no, but I do understand that if I want it to grow, like I need to be able to bring on people to kind of help and fill that role.
You coach yourself apart from your strongman stuff. And then I was curious what it's like being here when you see, say, someone like Yella who has Andre, you know, like taking him through all his warm-ups and like, you know, maybe you should think about this and maybe like change your strategy and stuff. And Emma and Jack have their fella.
Right.
Do you miss that kind of stuff? Like, do you miss having like someone with someone knowledgeable put their arm around you?
Oh, absolutely not. Not when it comes time to go hard. 'Cause
Yeah.
I know what to do. But for a team, I think we need someone like that.
Yeah, yeah.
Because our strategy is messed up.
But everyone would have a different strategy because you all have a different view of.
But I think like we needed one person who's really knowledgeable to tell us what to do.
Yeah.
We're all like, am I fit?
One
Can
team
I
has
run?
Brent Fikowski. The other team has Patrick Vellner, vets in the game. I feel like they probably took control over planning everything.
Strategically, where would this guy be faster? We needed someone like that because a lot of us were like, well, I can do this fast. And they're like, well, can you do this? And it's like, I don't know. Can we do that? I don't know. But it's just for fun. That's what we tell ourselves. But we still want to win.
I mean, you're at the games and stuff. Do you
Oh, no, at the games, I don't want that at all.
just have like your Sherpa?
Yeah.
Yes.
I just want like good vibes. Tell me I'm pretty. Give me a water if I need it because I know what to do whenever I step out on the floor.
Spank a butt.
Nobody else like knows the feeling of how I feel
You're gonna pay for
mid-workout.
Whatever, she knew was coming. Did you not see that?
Actually, 2 weeks before we left, he spanked my butt so hard, I like literally elbowed him and he was mad at me for the day.
I was, because it was physically abusive. There's nothing like a good ass slap,
To tick you off.
I guess.
Yeah, to give, not receive, though.
Yeah, to give,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
to
He's a
receive.
giver.
How do you feel being like a celeb? Does this sit comfortably with you being around in this kind of exhibition format like and stuff?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm just like soaking it in and like trying to take as many tips and watch how these guys do things and like just take the opportunity as much as I can. So,
Who's on your team?
Brent, Emma, Enrico, Lucy, and Nick.
Yeah. You're not going to take much off Brent. He's
Yeah, he's not been doing it
incredibly
very well.
giving with like, hey, you should do this and you should do this and this is what I do.
Yeah, he's brilliant.
I think in a normal setting, he'd be like, go away. Secrets.
Yeah.
And do you feel like, because I know I talked to Lucy and she was like, it's a bit weird, like that being at like a meet and greet and stuff, like she feels a bit kind of inadequate almost.
Yeah.
Do you have similar feelings?
Well, yeah, you kind of feel like you're at the meet and greet, but it's like, why are you at the meet and greet? Like, these guys are here for the meet and greet.
But when they were doing their photos on Friday night, I was standing beside them and someone came over and said, oh, can I get a picture with you? And I was like, yeah, can we do it somewhere else though? Because that's really embarrassing. I was like, there's like 8 people waiting to talk to Dallin and you want to put like, I'll do it around the corner. I'm not doing it here.
That's so good.
What's the story then? What's after this? Have you anything coming up between now and say the season proper?
Nah, not really. I'm doing SID as a team of 12
Okay.
for JST and Fitness in January. And then that's me really for the next season.
Okay.
We kind of kept it that way because last year I like competed all the time just to get comp experience. And then this year it was like focus on the next season. So
Okay. What about changes and stuff like semi-final numbers changing and all that? Is it like doesn't matter the targets move, you still have to hit it, or are you like annoyed when you saw it?
well, I still the numbers they changed it to. I still qualified within that this year. Sorry, so no, not really. I'd like to hope I'd qualify more comfortably next year. So hopefully.
She better.
Like, you never realize how nervous you are because, like, obviously I'm 16, I haven't took anything, but I remember getting drug tested at it was like a weightlifting competition. I was like, what if something's been tainted? Oh my god, like that's the only time you start to worry it. It's like, wait, calm down, you're fine.
How's your weekend?
Oh, it was really, really good.
Are you aware that Santa Claus is standing behind you?
Pardon?
Are you aware that Santa Claus is standing behind you?
I wasn't.
He's always watching. How was it? Like, you're obviously the youngest competitor here. Did you feel in any way like?
I think, well, I was thinking about I was talking to a couple of people about this earlier. I like don't get nervous for team comps, and then I was wondering why I was so nervous, and it's like Emma Lawson and Alex Suzanne is like literally beside me. It's like crazy, but Yeah, I think as the weekend went on, I just got used to it. And to be honest, whenever you start a workout, it doesn't matter who's beside you. You're still going to go as fast as you can. But
what's next now?
My exams, my mock exams, and then the open. I'm not doing any. Oh yeah, I'm actually doing. I think I'm doing strength and depth with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, in January with like
That's
Emma. Yeah.
Yeah.
I done it last year. It was really, really good.
And so the semi-final dates are announced, but it's in around A-levels time. Is that like?
Yeah, I've got a business exam on one of the days, so I don't know where that's gonna go. But last year,
can you like apply for deferral?
yeah, we can. I don't really know how it's gonna work, but I missed my HE exam last year and it worked out well, and they still give me a score and everything. But I don't know because it's AS.
You just gotta plow ahead and assume, and then.
Yeah, pretty much.
And still with Jared?
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Going well?
Yeah, very, very well.
Any plans to like visit or at when your exams?
I think I'm actually gonna go over in February.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do the open there? Like no.
No, it's actually where my half term is, so it's just whatever date that is. I don't think it's open, though I've checked.
We're going to file an appeal right now, though.
Wait. Pause. We're talking about my
Tied for first, but won on a tiebreak. But they won.
We would have had both 4 event wins then.
No, because they had 3 and we had 3 going in. But if we won this event, we'd then have 4.
They had 4.
Oh, did they?
The first event was 2 separate scores.
Okay.
So
Anyway,
I figured.
either way, they came last and we came second, and Emma's team now won. So.
Oh yeah.
But they were 2 points up on us though.
Yeah, so that's what I mean. I think we're second because Emma's team was. They were more than 1 behind.
Yeah,
us.
but they made some last minute appeal.
Oh, okay.
So all hell's broken loose. Yeah.
Who knows? Exciting. I thought with that we'd be second, and Daniel's team.
Even in a showcase, the competitive spirit just can't be quenched.
You cannot turn it off.
It's just feel like there's very few times where we don't already know. Like most podiums or like things, it's pretty easy math, and most people can do it on the floor.
Yeah.
And so you're like, oh, I needed to be this person or do this, and you've calculated a few different outcomes, and it's like once it's done, you kind of look around and you go, okay, this is what it is. But we don't know. Apparently there was an appeal and a few things that happened, so now we're like, I have no idea what's happened.
The snatch one.
On the last one, I guess. Yeah. Brent's team. Whose team do you think? I think that their last snatch, that their last female did, they got called back, and that put us into second instead of third in that event. So.
Why was it a no rep?
I don't know. Can't appeal a no rep anyway. So I would say suck it up. Take your third
Friendly
place.
competition that we're in.
Yeah.
Once a competitor.
Yeah. We're all like, yeah, it's just for fun.
That's how I know I'm not ready to retire. Shit like that. You're like, I would be miserable around the house. My wife would go crazy.
Picking up like
I need to like drain every last bit of that out of my body, and then I can retire and be a better person.
Man of the people.
I tried.
The funniest thing is,
I've hit so many pedestrians in my car. I'm like trying to balance out the karma scale.
and none of these people actually wanted a photo. You just keep taking their phones.
Yeah, I'm like sick, free phone. I pocket every second one.